Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So you guys, I wanted to come out here today and just dive right on in and give you guys what I believe were like the really hardcore mistakes that I've made on my channel previously. Um, as you guys know, I'm 5 years in, and I've made some mistakes. And I'm just not coming back to YouTube. So it's like, I definitely have learned from my past mistakes. And I'm hoping that this can help someone else as well. New YouTubers, those who are like me, who come and gone and just trying to either rebrand or just, regain their footing in YouTube world. I have five really, to me, were big mistakes in my channel. And I also have a sixth one, you guys. I have a bonus one for you guys, so please watch till the end so you can catch all of them. Okay, so going in, number one, you guys. Number one is for me was definitely the niche. The niche. It was definitely however you want to pronounce it. I don't care. The niche for me was very okay, because if you haven't already, you can definitely go and check out my video where I talked about the history of my YouTube channel. Okay, and I basically told you how I was, coming out to Tanzania and relocating, and I was at first just trying to, have something recorded for my family to look back on and think about and, reminisce, right? And a friend of mine who was already a YouTuber encouraged me to, upload it to YouTube, which was great, and it came from a great place, and I did that, but it kind of put myself in a niche where it wasn't something that at the time it was great because I was relocating, I was moving, I was showing this and that and all the new things, the nuance of it all, of being in a new place, a new continent, all of the things, right? And it was great in the beginning, but later on, you guys, it wasn't really what I was passionate about. Like, of course I love to travel, of course I'm an adventurous spirit. So when my husband was like, let's move out here to Tanzania, I was all for it, for the adventure, you know. I was all for it, but really and truly, like, that is not something in the long term, that I would want to continue to post about. Granted, I do have a lot of viewers who, are looking into Tanzania, looking to relocate to other countries on the motherland, all types of things. And I'm definitely here for any possible questions they may have, or based on my experiences and things like that. But is that something is that going to be the longevity of my channel? Mm, Not really. It's not something, it was something it was seasonal. It was something that was great for that season of my life, because that was happening, you know. But now that I'm here and I'm, you know, just doing the thing, it's not something that I want to continue to pursue. But like I said, I do continue to aid in the ways that I can with the people that do want to come out here, and they go on my channel and they see what's happening, and they have questions, they look at my old videos, and they have, concerns or whatever. So I'm definitely here for that purpose. But I definitely at the point where I'm like, I've tried to change up my channel so many times. So for me, that mistake was like, basically, making my channel all about that, you know. Because even my name, our channel name is the Jamaicians, and even with that, because the Jamaicians is, my husband's Jamaican, I'm Haitian. That's how we combine the Jamaicians, and it screams family oriented. Whereas right now, it's more about my channel. You know what I mean? Sometimes here and there, we definitely show the kids. We definitely do this and that, and you'll get to see more things like that. But really and truly, it's more about, what I want to put out. So definitely the niche and what you want to have on your channel. Pay attention to that. Pay close attention to that. Know what you want to do. Know how you want to get there. And yeah, that was my mistake, y'all. Number two, okay. I'm looking at my notes, guys. Number two, you guys, is something that I have struggled with in the past, only because I am that girl that has fought a long way to let go of the mindset of instant gratification. And by that, I mean, like, as far as hobbies go, like, that's like, those are things you do for fun and things like that. And I feel like one of the mistakes that I made was taking, because, at first, long, 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 long ago, I did a couple of videos with me and my daughter, and it was just to test out, and just to put things out there and just to test it out, whatever. And that was that. When I came back with the whole traveling situation to Tanzania, I understood a little bit more about YouTube, but I still treated it a little bit like a hobby. You know what I mean? And if you are, it's great. It's fine if that's what you want. But if you are on here to get monetized and to try to bring a little bit more bread into your household, you cannot treat it like a hobby. And that was my mindset. It was more, not even my mindset, you guys, it was my actions. My actions was like, if this is a hobby, I'm going to upload what I want to upload. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about here and there. And my actions were not conducive to somebody I wanted to make, a little some coin with YouTube. So that was definitely something that I had, to learn from, and that was definitely a mistake of mine. And I'm not saying to get so solely invested, because you might already have a 9 to 5. You might already have a really, good gig that you're doing or whatever, and it YouTube is a side hustle for you or something. But even still, a side hustle is still not a hobby, and that's something that I had to come to terms with. Like, I was treating it as a hobby, and so, you know, it gave me results as a hobby, basically. Okay. And going right straight through it, you guys. Number three. Number three, what I did, one of my mistakes, y'all, was I stopped writing down my ideas. And that's because I was taking it as a hobby. I stopped writing down my ideas for content. I stopped writing things down. I stopped, and as a creative being, you get ideas at any time, any given moment. I could have wrote things, in the beginning, I wrote things down, like, for the first month, second month, what I'm gonna do, da 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 da. And then after a while, it's just kind of like, I'll just do it off the top of my head. And that can work fine. That can work fine for a time, but really and truly, that dies down. You have to be a good steward of your creativity, and by that, you have to write things down, whether record it somehow, whether on your phone. I have a notes now on my phone. You have a notebook, put things by your bedside table. Whenever things come to you, you can record them, because YouTube wants content. That's what YouTube is. It's a world of content, and if you're not constantly feeding that, it's gonna be that hobby for you. So if you want to do more, you definitely have to keep writing things down. Keep adding those ideas. Keep writing down those titles, or those thoughts that come to you. Because we I want to act like we're elephants and we don't forget nothing. And the truth of the matter is, life be lifing. Life be life, y'all, and then we're gonna forget about the thing. Oh, I forgot that thought. I forgot that idea. That was a really good one. And that is something that I definitely struggled with. After my first page or 2 pages of ideas, I started to let it slide. I started letting it slide, and that was definitely something that I have learned from. Okay. Number four, you guys. Yeah, this is not gonna be a too long of a video, because I remember my mistakes. I learned my mistakes, so I learned from them, so I remember them. Um, Number four, what stems from not writing down the ideas that came to me as they came, was lack of planning. And what I mean by lack of planning was really like thinking about what is going to be. Okay, yes, I get the 1,000 subscribers. Yes, I finally get the watch hours. What's my plan? What's my plan as someone who's doing YouTube not as a hobby? What is going to be the end game? What is my goal? What is, there's a reason why people talk about the 5 year plan. Granted, I'm not, that's another whole thing, but it's what is my plan with this channel? And is it just to, help out and, and do this? But do I have other plans where I want to incorporate into the channel? Where do I want it to go? And I feel like that was one of the mistakes I made. Like I wasn't thinking long term, um, which falls into me taking it as a hobby. Because if it's long term, it's not like something that can just, ignore later on. And I really want this to be something that can grow into something more. And if that's you, definitely you want to have somewhat of a plan for yourself and for your channel. Okay, and you want to share that plan too. That's a little side tip too. Like your audience, the ones that are committed to you and your channel and what you got going on, they want to hear those plans too, because they want to be there for the wins as well as the losses. Because they're there for you, and they're there for the content, and they're there for the information you're giving them, the value. You know. Where are we, guys? We are at number 5. Okay, number 5, y'all. You know it. I know it. Everybody says it, and it's because it's the truth. It was consistency. It was consistency. Okay, consistency. I'm outside, you guys. So that's they're building over there. So that's probably a truck of materials and dirt and things like that. But yeah, so consistency for me was definitely lacking after the nuance of it all. It definitely lacked. Uh, there's not much to say about that. Consistency, all it is really is continue to do what you're supposed to be doing, what you know you should be doing, what you started doing, what you've been doing. Consistency, consistency, consistency. And people would say, oh, it's not all it takes. It may not be all it takes. It may not be all it takes, but it's definitely a prime thing up there. That's the golden star up there. You are not going to see growth. You are not going to see the continuation of growth. What rather, if you are not consistent, and that is definitely something that I lacked towards the end of the first couple of times where I tried on this channel. And yeah, so those consistency, you all, consistency, consistency, consistency. I don't care if you are just doing a little community post. you know People who are there to lift you up and be a part of your community, they want to hear from you, whatever it is, so you definitely want to be consistent. Okay, so we talked about niche. Make sure you love your niche, you guys, because if it's not something you like, I personally love talking about procrastination because I know that's the world I was in. No longer, you hear me say was, because I am defeating procrastination on a daily basis. Okay, and this is a proof right here, coming out here and doing this video, you guys, because as much as you want to do something, the physical act of doing it sometimes is what takes the toll on you, and it's what stops you from doing it. So the fact that I got over that hump, give your girl her props. Okay, I'm gonna give you your props too if you've done something today that beat your procrastination. So definitely finding things. And the thing is too, like, you have to find your niche that you love, but make sure that whatever you could possibly think of in the future that you would want to talk about, if you do not want to create a whole new channel for that purpose, like, just make sure you try to find ways to kind of blend it all in, like fade into it, and your viewers and your it won't shock anyone, and it will still be good to their palate, their listening palate, their visual palate, all of it. So yeah, so your niche shouldn't be something you have to think about too hard. Okay, it should be something that you love, that you're able to talk about. And if you don't love it, like, I don't love my procrastination, but it's something I can talk about. It's something that I know about. It's something that I've lived. Your hobby mindset. That was number 2, you guys. Your hobby mindset. Let's get out that hobby mindset. If you really want this to grow, if this is a hobby for you, great. But for those who want to do more with their channel, get out of that hobby mindset. Get your schedule going. You know, stop. Don't stop writing things down. Don't stop adding to your list of potential topics. Okay, that are affiliated with your niche. What else we said? We said the lack of planning. Mm, the lack of planning, you guys. Like, you at least know where you want to go in 6 months. You know what I mean? At least know where you're headed. Know where you're headed. Um, Consistency. We already know consistency is key. And for that bonus one, you guys, the bonus one is very dear to me because it's something that I didn't realize I've done, but looking back, that's what I've done. I've done that, and it's because it stems from my being an empath. So the number bonus number 6 is don't take in the struggles of others that are on YouTube. Meaning, you're watching a YouTuber or you're friends with a YouTuber or whatever the case may be, and they tell you you listen to their problems with YouTube, and you see their struggles, and you haven't even been there. You haven't even been in that lane. That is not your lane. That is not the path that you have been on thus far. Maybe later on, who knows, you know what I mean? But that is not where you even been. But you're taking it on, and you feel like, okay, well, the YouTube is not for me. This is not going to be what I can do. This is not the thing for me. And you guys, when I tell you, sometimes you have to check yourself. Check yourself, check your empath, check your, whatever makes you pull in on other people's struggles and whatever the case may be. Like, check that at the door, because that will stunt your growth. That will stunt your growth. Okay, do not be a follower. Do not be a follower, and do not allow yourself to take on the struggles of other people when it's something that you really want to do. Okay, y'all already know the deal. Hold on. Yes, you all. See, I be trying to make it happen for you guys. Okay. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Let's engage, you guys. I'm looking for more engagement. I'm looking for more watch hours. So share this video. And yeah, my baby's awake now. But yes, you guys. So as you know, if you need to go back to this video and watch it again, and just, if you're a new YouTuber, or you just wanted to a little reminder of what, some certain things to avoid these things, because they really dim the light on my channel, as far as I can see, and as far as I believe is my channel. So I know that's certain things that I need to work on. So yeah, definitely, niche, hobby mindset. Write your ideas down. Write them down. Write them down. um plan for the future, whether it's 3 months, 6 months. Plan to see where your niche is going to take you. Consistency. Okay, and don't take in the struggles of others. Okay, you where you they are might not be where you're trying to go anyway. So think about that. Anyway, guys, I hope these mistakes gave you some value. Hope you're enlightened by them, you understand them, and that you're able to correct whatever mistakes you're making on your channel. If they're the same kinds that I'm making, fix them now, child. Thanks again for watching, you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff.